The Norwegian Forest Wolf. Once they roamed, once they ruled, now only silence. Their presence was a testament to the wild, a symbol of untamed nature. Their absence echoes through the forests, a chilling reminder of what we have lost. The silence is deafening, a void that speaks volumes. They were the apex predators, the guardians of the ecological balance. Their presence ensured the health of the forest, maintaining the delicate equilibrium. Their loss is a wound on the landscape, a scar that will never truly heal. The forest mourns their absence, a silent witness to their demise. The forests of Norway were once their domain. They roamed freely, their howls a familiar sound in the cold, crisp air. They were a symbol of the wild, a testament to the power of nature. Their strength and resilience were unmatched, a true embodiment of the wilderness. Their howls echoed through the trees, a primal symphony that spoke of a time when man and nature lived in uneasy harmony. It was a haunting melody, a reminder of a world now lost. But that harmony was shattered, the balance was disrupted, and the wolves were driven to the brink of extinction. The story of the Norwegian forest wolf is a tragedy, a tale of human greed and indifference. It is a stark reminder of the impact we have on the natural world. It is a story that must be told, not only to mourn their loss, but to learn from our mistakes. We must remember to ensure such a tragedy never happens again. For in their extinction, we see a reflection of our own capacity for destruction. It is a mirror to our actions, a sobering reality. We see the fragility of life, the delicate balance of nature, and the devastating consequences of our actions. It is a call to action, a plea to protect what remains. Imagine a creature born of the cold, its coat the color of winter snow, eyes that pierce the darkness, a gaze that could command respect and fear in equal measure. The Norwegian forest wolf was a formidable predator, perfectly adapted to its harsh environment. They were the apex predators of their domain, keeping prey populations in check. Their presence rippled through the ecosystem, ensuring biodiversity and the health of the forest. Where the wolves thrived, the forest thrived. Their presence was a sign of a healthy ecosystem, a delicate balance of predator and prey. They were not mindless killing machines. They lived in complex social structures, with strong family bonds and intricate communication. Their howls were not just sounds, they were messages, warnings, expressions of joy and sorrow. The silence is deafening. Where once the wolf's howl echoed through the valleys, now only the wind whispers through the trees. The loss of the Norwegian forest wolf is a tragedy that unfolded over decades, a slow, agonizing decline that culminated in extinction. The 20th century saw their numbers dwindle. Each year, fewer pups were born, fewer tracks marked the snow. Their once vast territory shrank, squeezed by human encroachment. The forests that were once their sanctuary became their prison. By the late 1960s, only a handful remained, scattered remnants of a once thriving population. They became ghosts, fleeting glimpses in the shadows, their howls a mournful lament for a dying breed. Their decline was a slow, agonizing death, a testament to human indifference and the devastating consequences of our actions. The relationship between man and wolf has always been fraught with conflict. Fear, misunderstanding, and competition for resources have fueled this ancient animosity. But in the case of the Norwegian forest wolf, it was human actions that tipped the scales towards extinction. Hunting played a significant role in their demise. Perceived as a threat to livestock and a competitor for game, wolves were hunted relentlessly. Bounties were placed on their heads, encouraging their extermination. Each kill brought the species closer to the brink. But it wasn't just hunting. Habitat loss played an equally devastating role. As forests were cleared for agriculture, logging, and human settlements, the wolves lost their home, their hunting grounds, and their ability to survive. They were squeezed into smaller and smaller territories, their fate sealed by the relentless march of human progress. Section 5. A cry in the darkness. The fight for survival. As the plight of the Norwegian forest wolf became tragically clear, conservation efforts began. But these efforts were often too little, too late. The wolves were already on the brink, their numbers too low, their genetic diversity compromised. Protected areas were established, hunting bans enforced, and captive breeding programs initiated. But the wolves struggled to recover. Their social structure, disrupted by years of persecution, made it difficult for them to re-establish themselves. The damage, it seemed, was already done. The conservation efforts, while well-intentioned, were ultimately unsuccessful. The wolves continued to decline, their howls fading into the silence. Their story is a stark reminder that conservation, to be effective, must be proactive, not reactive. It must address the root causes of decline, not just the symptoms. Section 6. The Final Howl, Extinction's Embrace. The last confirmed sighting of a Norwegian forest wolf was in 1997. A lone male, his coat ragged, his body bearing the scars of a life spent on the run. He was a ghost, a fleeting reminder of what was lost. His image, captured on a remote camera trap, became an icon, a symbol of a species on the brink. But hope was fading. Despite continued efforts, no further sightings were reported. The silence of the forest deepened, a chilling testament to the wolf's demise. In 2001, the Norwegian forest wolf was officially declared extinct. The news was met with sadness, anger, and a sense of profound loss. A unique subspecies, a vital part of the ecosystem, was gone forever. Section 7. Echoes in the Silence, the Legacy of Loss. The extinction of the Norwegian forest wolf is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of human actions. These majestic creatures once roamed freely, their presence a symbol of the wild and untamed beauty of Norway's forests. Their absence has left a void in the ecosystem, a silence that speaks volumes. The forest, once alive with their howls, now stands eerily quiet, a testament to what has been lost. Without the apex predator, the delicate balance of nature is disrupted. The wolves played a crucial role in maintaining the health of the forest, keeping prey populations in check. Prey populations, once regulated by the wolves, can explode, leading to overgrazing and damage to the forest ecosystem. The unchecked growth of these populations can strip the forest of its vegetation, affecting countless other species. The loss of the wolf is felt throughout the food chain, with cascading effects on other species. Birds, small mammals, and even plant life are impacted by this imbalance. Their extinction is a loss not just for Norway, but for the world. The global ecosystem is interconnected, and the disappearance of one species can have far-reaching consequences. It is a loss of biodiversity, a loss of genetic heritage, and a loss of a vital part of our natural world. The genetic diversity that the wolves contributed to is irreplaceable. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of our responsibility to protect the natural world and the creatures we share it with. Conservation efforts are more critical than ever to prevent further losses. Section 8. A World Without Wolves, Lessons Unlearned. The extinction of the Norwegian forest wolf raises uncomfortable questions about our relationship with the natural world. Have we learned from our mistakes? Are we doing enough to prevent similar tragedies from occurring? The answer, sadly, is not always clear. Habitat loss continues at an alarming rate, driven by human population growth, consumption, and unsustainable practices. Climate change is adding further pressure on ecosystems, pushing many species to the brink. The story of the Norwegian forest wolf is not an isolated incident. It is a stark reminder that extinction is forever, and the consequences of our actions can be irreversible. It is a call to action, a plea for greater awareness, understanding, and conservation efforts. Section 9. Guardians of the Wild, a call to action. The loss of the Norwegian forest wolf is a tragedy, but it is also a call to action. This loss serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our ecosystems and the urgent need for our intervention. We must learn from the past and become better stewards of the planet. Our actions today will determine the legacy we leave for future generations. We must protect the wild places that remain and the creatures that call them home. Every species, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in the balance of nature. We must support conservation efforts, advocate for sustainable practices, and work together to create a world where nature thrives, and make conscious choices in our daily lives to reduce our impact on the environment. Simple actions like recycling and using reusable bags can make a significant difference. We must teach future generations the importance of biodiversity, instilling in them a deep respect for the natural world, the interconnectedness of all living things, and how each action we take can ripple through the ecosystem, and the need to live in harmony with nature. By finding peace in nature, we can better understand our role within it. The future of our planet depends on it. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The ghosts of the Norwegian Forest Wolves are watching, their legacy a haunting reminder of what we stand to lose. Their silence a haunting reminder of what we stand to lose. We must not let their story be forgotten. Let us honor their memory by ensuring that their story is not repeated. Let us take action now to protect what remains. Let us become the guardians of the wild, the protectors of our planet's precious biodiversity. Together, we can make a difference. The protectors of our planet's precious biodiversity. Every effort counts and every voice matters. The time to act is now, before it is too late. Our planet's future is in our hands.